There are more interesting microphones on this table. For instance, this very famous AKG C-414, which is manufactured in Austria, and this since the 1960s, I think. This is a large diaphragm microphone. The diaphragm, I don't know if you can see it in the video, is larger than the diaphragm of the DPA microphone. The DPA's diaphragm has a diameter of 10 millimeters, while this AKG microphone has diaphragms at least, I would say, 25 or 30 millimeters large. The practical thing about the AKG is that it has switchable polar patterns here in front, so you can use it as an omnidirectional microphone, as a wide cardioid, a cardioid, hypercardioid, or figure of 8. And there are more switches on the back. There is a high pass filter, and also you can select the sensitivity of the microphone when you have very loud sound sources. There is another microphone manufactured by AKG, which is the C-391. I have it here. These are modular microphones, which means that you can remove the capsule and replace them by an omnidirectional capsule. This is a cardioid, as you can see here. And these microphones are quite affordable. They are not very expensive. I think they cost like 300 by microphone. Whereas the DPA is the queen of the microphones, which costs about 2,000 euros one. There are more good microphones on this table. Schoeps is a very famous German microphone manufacturer, and we have 3 types of Schoeps microphones on this table. There is the famous Capsule MK2S, which is an omnidirectional microphone, as it is closed all around, it's a closed system. I have here the Schoeps with the MK3 capsule, which is emphasizing high frequencies. So when you are a little bit too far away from the organ, you might try these microphones because they will compensate for the high frequency loss with bigger distance. And there is the MK21, I think.
Yeah,
the wide cardioid, which is something in between an omni and a cardioid. Okay, we have Neumann here on this table. We don't have the KM130 here, but I think that Joe has a couple of KM130 and uses them in his part of this promotional video.
We have some Russian.
We have some Russian microphones, actually. These look very nice, don't they?
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
It's quite heavy. It's ceramic, or what is it?
Or is it metal?
Metal? Okay. Okay. These are the Soyuz
SU-013.
How much do they cost?
They are about 1,000 euros a pair.
A pair for 1,000 euros, which is a fair price. Yes. They are also modular, so you can exchange the capsules. Chris has a cardioid and omni capsules. The thing is that they use the same case, so you can't say from the form that whether it's a cardioid or an omnidirectional microphone. Okay. We're going to use them for our microphone test, and we will see how they sound. And then
even cheaper, that one.
Even cheaper, Chris says this Octava microphone.
Not too bad.
Not bad. Also, this is a cardioid?
Yes, but you can have the other ones as well.
Okay, so again, a modular system where you can have both cardioids and omnidirectional mic. Yeah. Do you have an idea about the price of these?
I think they are about 600 a pair.
A pair for 600, which is comparable to the price of those. So this is something quite affordable, I think. I have another interesting microphone type here on this table. It is the so-called boundary layer system. So these microphones, they have to be fixed on the ground, and this is particularly interesting when you have an organ which is too high up, the gallery too high up, and your stand is by far not high enough for the recording. You might use these boundary layer microphones because they will give a quite satisfying result as they are on the ground. They are equally capturing direct sound and reflected sound from the building, which makes them really versatile.
But they are extremely small.
They are extremely small. They are incredibly small. This is also DPA, so the same manufacturer. The fact is that the diaphragm is very small, so the output of signal is very low, which makes that they have a higher inherent noise. So for CD recording, I would not really recommend them, but for some live recordings, or if you want to control your playing, you can perfectly use these ones. They are so easy to use, and you don't need a stand, and you can also plug them into this Zoom recorder, which I sometimes do when I want to record my playing just to control myself. It's better than maybe than the sound coming from the built-in microphones.
So even it has phantom power.
It has phantom power. Oh yes, thank you, Chris. Phantom power is necessary for all these microphones that we have on this table, because they are all so-called condenser microphones. The sound converter in the microphone is in fact a condenser, and we have no dynamic microphones here on this table. Dynamic microphones use the principle of a moving coil. They don't need a power supply, but all these microphones will need power supply. So the Zoom has phantom power on this microphone input, and some other devices have that too. So if you want to use condenser microphones, make sure before that your recording device provides phantom power. Okay, I think the next step will be that I set up the microphones, the cardioids, the omnidirectional microphones, and Chris is going to film me while I'm doing this, and I'm going to explain why I do different things, why I place the microphones at a certain distance, a certain angle, and then we will align the audio signal with the video, and then in the final result you will see me playing, and then you will hear different tracks with different stereo microphones. I think this is going to be pretty interesting.
Great, yes.
Okay.